Hey guys, Shelter here. Now, if you know me by now, you know that I always do a video when, basically, near enough when the new updates drop, I always do a video reviewing the Normandy unlocks. Now, at the moment, since I've not really been playing Normandy Allies too much, like, you can see here, I've not finished with Normandy Allies. I've still got some way to go. I think that's about 40k to go, which isn't too much, but, yeah, it's still something. So, for this, I am gonna be doing a good review, a full review on Normandy Ally, on both sides in a full review. But I'm gonna just be doing a comparison video here between the Axis unlocks, because I've had some time to use these and I'm kind of intrigued by this. Now, it's basically gonna be the Panzerfaust, which you unlock at level 30, I believe it is, versus the versus the Racken Panzerbushel 43. Now, first off, this isn't actually a Panzerschreck, okay? This is a Panzer Bushel, and this fucking frame rate's killing me. So, the main difference is basically it's kind of like the M1 and the M9 in a way. So yeah, but really, there's only two main differences between the Panzerbushel and the Panzerfaust. The first one is, well, there's actually three. The first one is the Racken Panzerbushel has slightly faster reload. It has a slightly faster reload from because you can see here it's got 3.1, whereas the Faust says 3.3, which is slightly faster. The second thing that that is different between the two is the range, which is the obvious one. The Racken Panzerbushel, I meant, is, you know, it has much longer range, and it's much better at taking out targets at range than the Faust. The Faust's still pretty good at taking out at mid-range, but the Bushel is much better at longer ranges. Third, and this is the critical one for me, you can't actually sprint with the Racken Panzerbushel equipped. So what it means is when you have it out in front of you, you can't actually sprint with it. You have to change to an FG42 or a knife or a pistol or a mine or anything like that. Whereas with the Faust, you have some kind of sprint to it. Now, what's better? Neither. Honestly, neither of them are better than the other. Now, this isn't like this is a complete direct upgrade, because it's not really. They're both incredibly great anti-tank weapons. The only real difference I think there is of course the range and the sprint. They're kind of like the MG34 and the 42, or the M1A1 Thompson and the M1 Thompson. You know, they don't really have, there's slight differences, but overall they're the same. They're almost the exact same weapon with almost the exact same use, and they perform incredibly well in that role. And that's really the crux of it. Like, is the Racken Panzerbushel better than the Faust? In some areas, yes. In other areas, no. Same with the Faust. The way I would see it is the Racken Panzerbushel is much better on either ambushes or as a longer range option, whereas the Faust is much better for close range options and kind of like going with assaulters in a way. Either way, I think they're both really good. So, and I'm still using both. So, yeah, I would probably recommend, just honestly, it kind of really is apples and pears at this point. It's not like, say, the Sturm pistol, which the Sturm pistol's good. Don't get me wrong, I do like the Sturm pistol, and I still think it's a good anti-tank weapon, and it's better than some other anti-tank weapons. But it's not as good as the Faust or the Rackenwerf, or the Racken Panzerbushel. I almost said Rackenwerf, but that's something completely different. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comments what you guys think about these. Which ones do you prefer? And I'll see you guys in the next video.